Alright. Who knows how long I'm actually going to end up playing Final Fantasy tonight, but any amount I can get done is going to be a good thing. Let me move my chair a bit here. Scooching my chair. Look at me scooching. Gotta raise my mic as well. Is that where I want it? Kind of, actually, I raised it, and I'm like, actually, I want it just a tad lower. Ooh, yeah. All right, here we go. Out of the shadow. What's happening? The last thing I think we did was... What was the last thing we did? Pick up some missions. Clive returns the hideaway and sets a spread. I know we did the whole... Was the last time we played where we went and saw the grave for Clive? Or not Clive, Sid. Clive returns to his hideaway and sets about spreading the glad tidings that Hugo, man is crushed, there's lost their lives, make for bulk lad. Weird science. Weird science. Bomb King? There are missions? What? Alright, clearly I had done stuff where I was like... there are things to do. Blacksmith's Blues. Alright, so we clearly have some... side missions we're going to do first here tonight. Has it really? Okay, it feels like it's been forever since I played Final Fantasy. Let me see. I have to go to the archive channel to check. Let me see. I mean, not really. Yeah, but the last stream was really short. And it was the 30-minute stream of this where I just basically did like a little bit of story. So maybe that's why I'm not like remembering anything. And then I remember like hastily having to leave.
Do you have a moment?
Let me boost this up audio-wise.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you. That you might still be doubting your craft. Even after learning the trick of that cuirass.
Cuirass.
Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
The cuirass.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone.
Not the cuirass.
Still, you got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well... Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
She's right here.
You're looking well, Karen.
What you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are?
Oh,
Suppose
Karen.
you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric. If you take my meaning.
No, what do you mean by that, Karen?
Appreciate the warning.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I have a bad feeling I know what you mean by that.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
We'll leave the bounty ones for last.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto won't be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle.
Yes.
Zero, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No,
Yeah,
we don't.
let's go ask our rich
No,
uncle.
You won't. We've lightened Lord Rossfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are.
A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Yes.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really?
I'm not sure.
No, I don't.
Here for another of my lectures. How may I help you today?
People.
One must understand one's place in the world.
Places.
Thus ends today's lesson.
To Martha and Isabel.
Told me
Martha.
she was building a ship.
Martha.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Martha.
He said it was some sort of...
Martha
Where
and
Sid
Isabel.
gets the energy.
Where's Martha and Isabel again? Oh, those are back. That's not even in. It's. I remember Martha. I don't remember Isabel. Martha's in that one little town area. Slay elder antelopes in Cressida. Find Ignac in Dalamil. Alright, we actually have to go out to do things. Oh, it won't let me travel. Bink bonk. Alright, well. I think we have to see a cutscene first. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's the Spyro music. Is that the cutscene I had to watch?
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Oh. Oh. Is that all I had to see? Yep. Alright. Well, I am excited to travel with Jill again. I'll say that.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
They're saying Drake's fang is gone. The whole mother crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
Oh, look at this person dancing. I want to get up there and dance with her. Her dance has like 3 moves to it.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Don't do a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves
Not his
also made
luggage.
away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed.
Of course, the bandit's
Every
bed.
ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Okay. Get cart. Get cart. You get cart. Don't tell me to get cart. Eat pant. This one's from Bart. Eat pant.
Let's go.
Press the wrong button. This one's from Bart. Eat pant. This one's also from Bart. Eat pant.
Time to fight.
Leave me alone, scorpions. I don't care about you. Look at me not caring. Look at me. Look how hard I am not caring. Do I remember how to play? It's gonna be a... a long way to run. Ah, people.
We've got company. Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off.
Nice try.
Ow. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Beat him. Just beat him.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
here I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke. Far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Do I get to have a cool blade?
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one.
Very serious about this answer.
My nemesis, Lord Byron Rosfield.
Oh.
And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Got it. Martha. Martha.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
One of 3 brilliant gemstones acquired and set aside by Civ for a rainy day. Otto now deems that day to have arrived, which to use the rubies to pay off 3 outstanding debts. Okay. Take it.
A star ruby?
I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
Wait, she said I'm I'm twice as handsome as Sid was? I don't know if I agree with that. Sid was quite the handsome lad. Oh, there's this mission. Let's fast travel to this one. Kill some things. Knock out these side missions. I believe in myself. This will be simple. Easy. Oh. Easy, he says. I thought I could like hop down or something. Oh, I keep pressing square. Square is not the button to get on. Running. I'm running. Running past the bees. Fuck the bees.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Trying to just get my item over here. It's dead. I made sure.
Now. Will it be enough, I wonder?
Bark, bark.
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy.
Big puppy. Big puppy.
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Okay. Excellent. So there's apparently a mission in there? A mission in the new place? Allegedly?
There's talk that the Glassgate flood has finally...
Let me in. Just have to yell at them.
Did you
I don't want any problems.
I want to see you again.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me.
Hell no. I only have eyes for Jill.
He can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Gob will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
If Karen didn't kill him. I could only hope she did. Alright, turn these all in. Then there's the hunts that we gotta do. I assume. I wonder if it's just the one.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face.
Didn't try hard enough.
And told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
You're useless, Scout. gotta do everything around here.
I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another, and our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
Alright. Whatever you say, Karen.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. The fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
Do.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square. Right away.
Alright, we're just not paying staff, I guess. Or, you know, paying...
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died? 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... oh, forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
Forgetting a thing?
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But
Glad I saw that.
Even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Oh, man.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Give me that goblet. Kind of crazy that we did a little side mission. It led to that whole exposition thing. According to Otto, Sid never once washed his goblet, despite using it every day for both wine and small beer. I won't have it said that I'm a poor host, Sid.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Really? That's a ship. Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Fuck. back to Karen here.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup.
Bark.
All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him. Sorry for the wait, but hopefully he'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
Here's our whetstone.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
He'll be happy to hear you said that.
Always up to me to cheer him up.
Debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
We did it. I bet there will be a Blacksmith Blues 3. He's gonna be sad again. Excalibur design draft a diagram detailing the steps to forge a sword to rival that of a legendary king. Excalibur. Excalibur. I mean, do I have the things already? Or is it just to tease me? Am I just being teased?
So, what'd it be?
I need bomb ember. Bomb ember? Bomb ember. Do I get that from killing the bomb that I'm about to maybe take out then? Perhaps? Say it is so?
That it?
Because then I can go take out the bomb, get a cool blade out of it, be happy. Everyone's happy. spending an hour not doing any story stuff.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to
Love to
locate
see
your
it.
quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
I do.
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one Eikon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the Eikons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
I feel safe admitting this. I've done all these side missions throughout this game and everything. I hate how much I've spaced out during a lot of the dialogue during, like, turning in side quest stuff. It's just the pacing is slow, it's back and forth, it's just like, that's why I was caught off so off guard when we went to that little cutscene there just a little while ago from Otto. Side quest stuff is going to be this game's weakest point, unfortunately. Even a legendary king surrounded by the realm's greatest knights and blessed by the very heavens would have found themselves hard-pressed to unite the warring tribes of ancient Valisthea. Fortunately, he had the help of his fine trusty hound, Cavil. Slightly increases Torgal's attack potency, but it takes up an accessory slot? Ugh. 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 You know how stingy I am with my accessory slots. 2 of them getting the pre-order things that just get me more money and more experience. That's just what we do. So get my goblet. Miraculously undamaged in the attack on the old hideaway, Otto held onto the featureless clay cup to remind him of his lost friend before giving it to Clive, knowing that Cid would have wanted the proud bearer of his legacy to have it. Nice. Alright, so now it's just the hunt stuff. There's at least one. The bombs that we know of. There may be more. Bomb King. And potentially taking this thing out might get us the Excalibur weapon. Which I'll gladly accept. Hi, Jill. I love you. Is that the thing Tom's helped to build? We've heard that like 6 times already in the past hour. Super exciting. Oh, is there a new...
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
Here you go.
There's a new get cart. Get cart. Get cart. You eat pant. This was at the...
Think you can help?
This was at the... We're gonna run into it as we travel here, right? Yeah. so I don't need to pick it up right now. Eat pant. Eat pant. Ask about bomb sightings, yeah. That might interest you. Moogle noises. Ah, he does have a curse breaker aiming for the Imperial chase took a wrong turn into a nearby wood, within which she discovered the ruins of a fallen airship, and within them, a beast akin to a great ball of fire that chased her screaming from the grove. Soldier Lara identified the creature in an almanac of echoes, but was firm in her insistence that the bomb she saw was near 10 times the size of the one depicted therein. The Croak Sambrique. It's a B rank. Shouldn't be too hard. It's got a little crown. I like that. It's a bomb king. The Croak Sambrique. Sambrique. What was it? The Croak Sambrique. The Croak Sambrique? No? Where? Baywatch? Have I not explored this little area? What is this? What is this here? Let me reread it just in case. Bye bye bye. The Croc Sandbrick. I mean, it's definitely somewhere here. I'll just start here and we'll run. Looking for a giant bomb. And not the website.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Do 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 do. Looking for a giant bomb. Raptors are making weird noises at me.
All right.
Is it here? What is this area? Oh, I found it! Look at that! Oh, that worked out as best as it could. How did I not know there was this little area? How did I not explore back here? Dun 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 dun. What is gonna be here? Who is it? Who are you? I know
I can walk from here.
What is this? Anything interesting? Apparently not. Kick. Kick. The croc. More like the crock of shit, am I right? Alright, big bomb time. Big bomb. There it is. I found it. Will it have a little crown? Look at it. Oh my god, it does. It does. Look at his little crown.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
Ow, fuck, ow. It's crowding me. It's crowding me. It's crowding me. Got him. Okay, shattered it. Oh my god. Jeez, you can hit hard. Not even gonna lie. And I can't stagger him, so that makes it even like weirdly tougher. Whoa, whoa, hey.
To me, boy.
Fucking hell. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Get out of there. Jesus. Did some fucking things there at the end where I'm like, oh god, no. Not like this. Oh, it did have a bomb ember. Figuratively, a smoldering soul of a bomb given life by unknown magics. Literally, a very hot rock. Fortunately, there are myriad uses for such a thing. Like making Excalibur.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more.
Yeah, pick it all up.
That should do it. If a wine needs more than this, he can fetch it himself.
Gonna go make a great sword. Gonna go do the fucking thing.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Wait, can I go? I always forget. Can I go? I don't think you... I think you have to... Yeah, you have to... oh, I can go around like this. Going around like this?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The goddess Gregor teaches us that to walk with the wretched is an act of greater good. If we are to accept this truth, then one cannot rightly call he who follows this path an outlaw. High Cleric's Medallion.
Here you are. Come again.
High
I may have more for you.
Cleric's Medallion. In remote locations where trained physicers, cannot be found, the duties of curing the injured of their ails oft fall to the men and women of the local churches. Like crystal medallions such as these assist the energy in their healing prayers, increase healing potency of high potions by 25%. Brr, brr. Brr, brr. Well, I did it. I collected it. The deed is done. Oh, get down here again. There's your bomb ash. Take it.
There, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the alembic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let none say otherwise. Right then. Let's get this contraption up and running. There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
Do I get to carry more potions?
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough.
Hey, yeah, let's go.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
I'll take that.
That's the spirit.
I'll take that as a reward.
Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo.
A mo. Let's kick it to Mo. Mo.
Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Okay. Why did you say it so weirdly? Weird science. Treated potion satchel. Where the same exotic compound that was applied to the leather of the satchel be kneaded into a pair of boots, it should become supple enough to accommodate a man with 20 toes. Necessary for increasing consumable inventory capacity. Let's go. Yeah! Yeah! Good upgrades. You've obtained a treated potion satchel, hereby increasing your capacity for carrying consumables, item slots 4 to 6 for potions, 3 to 4 for high potions, strength tonics 2 to 3, stone skin tonics 2 to 3. That's pretty dang good. Actually big worth. Actual side mission, big worth. Now let's go get me the new weapon. Do we have any new? Eh. So we played for about an hour. Basically just knocked out a bunch of side stuff. But these streams tend to be. It's fine.
Told me she was building a ship.
Happens. It's still crazy to me that we've only played this like 12 days. I think this is like part 11 or 12. So like really, I think I feel like I've put a lot of time into this, and I know technically there's been like some streams that were like multiple hours and stuff, but like really it hasn't been that long. And again, thinking like I've done all the side stuff along the way for all this.
What do you need?
I've really done like,
What do you want?
you know, hasn't been that bad. All right. Through modern day plays such as The Adventures of Sir Crandall have taken to embellishing the tale considerably, historians do agree that long ago the nations of Elisthea were for a short time united under a single king and his band of loyal knights. Whether or not he was indeed crowned upon drawing a sword from a stone is a matter still up for debate. 18 more attack, 33 more stagger. Let's go!
Bad, if I do say so myself.
Yes. Yes. Can I, like, enhance my thing? Excalibur is better than the diamond swords that I was looking at for a while. It's all... It was worth it.
That it?
Look at the big. It's a big blade. It'd be a big blade. Mastering this is 5,500. I'm still not even close to that, so I'm just holding on to the points, I think is what I was doing. Great. And we travel. I'll do the smallest bit of story stuff, I think. I don't want to be on too much later tonight. I mean, hell, we're going to pick up another side quest here as we walk along. Get cart. Get cart. You get cart. Gate looked weird to me for a second. The little hinge looking things.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Got him. Easy. Don't even stand a chance. Get cart.
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky.
Eat pants.
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Oh, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh,
Like, I gotta be honest, I think some of these, like, really minor side quest things, the dialogue to turning them in and picking up these quests could go a lot faster. Just shorten them a little bit, you know? It'd make them feel a lot better.
I know the work of thieves when I see it.
You know what I mean?
Right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out? Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
Yeah, I'll get cart.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway,
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Boklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
Alright. Investigate the cart.
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care of them.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
Take them all out. Wow. Oh, I thought I dodged. Damn.
Nice try.
Oh, it was 2 attacks there. I just keep getting hit. I am clearly not trying hard. Oh, I fucked that up. Are there more people? Where do these guys come from?
There's a good boy. Nice try.
Oh, I fucked it up again. Damn it. I paid for it.
Nice try.
Got him.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
Took some massive hits there. And huh. I found get cart.
Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we've found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here. It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother.
Yeah, what the hell?
If we want his help again next time.
Yeah, what? Why is that guy so weirdly aggressive? Why? What'd he say fuck me for? Basically, a moment right there. Jill's like, what the hell was that all about? I'll just be like, I don't know.
the bastards would have eaten the lot by now.
But we won't be going hungry, that's for sure.
Shady. Somehow.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side.
Get them out of my face. Alright, I assume a cutscene or something will happen here, and then that'll probably be the last thing we do. Beautiful.
So this is Eikons.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominants and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their Eikons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from bubmanXIV. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
It's always something. Don't lie to Jill, Clive. Don't do it. Oh. Another cutscene. Meanwhile.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have.
Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
Crazy.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it. And I can think of none better suited to the task.
What a slap to the face. What a slap.
There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Grieger, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths.
She's
regarding
like,
the
yep.
nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring.
Is this our first time hearing him speak?
I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Dion's just like, what the fuck?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Kill her now. Turn
Count
into
your
Bahamut.
blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher.
Oh,
lest
take
your
her out.
impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Where did I come in from? Oh. I'm right here. And then we go that way. Alright, one there. Normal week of stream should be happening. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday nights. We've now finished Viewfinder. So that was a little detour this past week. But don't be surprised if we hit Final Fantasy 16 hard this week. I'll definitely want to get in one Master Detective Archive stream. I don't know what day that would be. And I would also definitely like to do a Umineko stream. So then I would say probably 2 of the other nights will be Final Fantasy 16. So probably in the next, over the next 4 stream days, 2 Final Fantasy 16 streams, a Master Detective Archive stream, and an Umineko stream. So probably Umineko Tuesday is usually what we've been doing, I think, during the normal weeks. And I think I'll continue that. Master Detective Archives, possibly Wednesday night then. And then, so that would mean Final Fantasy 16 again tomorrow night and Friday night, I would bet is going to be the case. Obviously subject to change, but that would be my best bets. So, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying. Oh, we should check what the percentage finally says. Did it finally move from 59? Oh, it did. It's 60. Holy shit. Big time. Big time. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching. Like I said, tomorrow most likely more Final Fantasy 16, and we'll just hit this hard. Tuesday, Umineko. Wednesday, Master Detective Archives. Friday, more Final Fantasy 16. That seems, in my head, that sounds and seems the way to go. So, like I said, we gotta start picking up the pace on Final Fantasy 16. We're gonna start picking up the pace. Pick up the pace. Until tomorrow night, have a nice rest of your Sunday night. Make it through Monday. And until then.